Buenos dias, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good first day of July, especially my son, because today is his birthday. Okay, let's take a crack at this puzzle and see how we're doing. I think I'll just do the acrosses and then I'll just read them out one by one until Mike gets here, I guess. Let's see. Five across, entice, five letters. Five letters, entice. I would say lure. Five letters. Five letters. It is hot here and it's only going to get hotter as the week goes on, which does not make me happy. Even more so than in my youth, my body reacts to the heat, and I think it's part of my chronic illness, and it's just, whew, all I want to do is go lay down. Except my bed's too hot. Let's see. Okay, entice, no. Protective covering, four. Protective covering. Would that be a tarp, maybe? That's four letters. Tarp. Yay. Okay, 14 across. Like some contraceptives, that would be oral. 15. Publisher of a famously bad video game based on E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Five letters. I think that was Atari that made that bad E.T. game that ended up in landfills, if I remember the story. Yes. 16 across. Frost. Poetically. Four. Are they talking about Robert Frost, the poet? Or just frost that lands on the grass? Don't know. Okay, 17 across. Blank club, four letters, starts with GL. Of course, that would be Glee. Ooh, I should have made myself some coffee this morning. I might have to go straight for the cough drops. But I do have water. I know this looks like tea, but I put water in there. I like to take the packets that are meant for the 16-ounce bottles and put it in a 32-ounce container because I like to water it down. I don't like plain water, but I can water the flavoring down a good bit. I used to not be able to even do that. Now I can water the flavoring down. I just don't like plain water. It tastes like metal to me. Okay, 18 across. Stick waved in a pit. Five letters. Stick waved in a pit. No idea. 19 across. Pasta used in some Italian soups. Pasta in some Italian soups. But it's only four letters. I don't know what that is. There's so many pasta shapes. 20 across. First woman to win a Pulitzer Prize for fiction. 12 letters. No idea. No idea. And see, if this was a proper crossword, it wouldn't just say 12 letters. It would say like 4 comma whatever. So we would divide up the first name and the last name. That's one of the things I don't like about this puzzle. But I have yet to find a puzzle that is this well laid out graphically that we can all do together as a group. Puzzmo was the only other one that was close, but that one was, you kind of had to have an account and everything. This one people can just jump in. Let's see. 23 across. Fireplace receptacle. Six letters. Fireplace receptacle. Hear. Could it be hearth? Hearth. I don't know what they mean by a receptacle. No, it's not hearth. Okay, it's 26 across. This meme is hilarious. 3 letters. Could that be LOL? Yes. 27 across. Para neighbor. Para is an abbreviation for something because it's got a period after it. Para neighbor. 3 letters. No idea. 28 across. Mini a dorm room. 3 letters. Well, it was 5 letters. I was at small, but no idea. 29 across. Thick piled carpet. 4 letters. That would be shag, I hope. Yep. 32 across. Whistleblower for short. Would that be a ref? Yes. Okay, 34. Since I started this puzzle last week, I can't remember the rating on it, but so far it's kind of easy. 34 across. Soulful first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's 14 letters. I don't know. Could it be Aretha Franklin? I'm going to type it. I haven't counted the letters, but I'm going to type it. Yep. There we go. Let's see. I made a mistake of trying to style somewhat of a bang on my forehead, and I keep messing with my forehead because I'm not used to having hair on my forehead. Okay. Tres menos dos. Tres menos dos. No idea. Tres menos dos. It is 3 letters. Tres menos dos. No. Oh, tres menos dos. So that would be 3 minus 2. So that would be 1. So that would be uno. Yes, I got it. Okay. 4, have the sniffles. 3 letters. Hmm. No idea. 41 across. Versus author, DeFranco. 3 letters. That would be Annie. A-N-I. Not really familiar with Annie DeFranco's work, but I remember the name. I know that she's a musician. Let's see. 42 across. Nurse and activist who co founded the first birth control clinic. 14 across. No idea. That's one of those things that's kind of floating in the back of my head because I'm sure I knew it at one time, but I can't bring it to the forefront. 48 across. Federal organization that conducts medical research. 48, no idea. NIH? Could that the National Institutes of Health? Could that be NIH? Let's try NIH. Ah, I was right. Okay. Let's see. 49 across. Unfair. Unfair question mark. And it's 4 letters. 4 letters. No idea. 50 across. Condition explored in Monk. And it's abbreviation. 3 letters. I don't know. Monk, he was like, I think Monk, I didn't watch Monk because that show made me uncomfortable to watch, but I think he had like Asperger's or something. That was what Monk was one of those shows that was my husband's favorite that I usually, even if I don't like the shows he picks, I can like sit in the room with him and watch them. There's a few shows that he watched though that I couldn't even sit in the room. I had to like put headphones on or whatever because they just hearing the dialogue for some reason made me uncomfortable. And those 2 shows were Monk and Psych. They just made me cringe. But yeah, I thought he was. Nowadays, they would say his character was on the spectrum, probably. But I don't know what the abbreviation is for that. Okay, let's see. 51 across. Spot for a hot stone massage. Would that be a spa? It would. 54 across. Hollywood agent. Three letters. No, I did. Rep? Would that be your rep? Three letters? Yes. 56 across. Stack at a diner. Would that be plates? Let's see. Yes, plates. And the theme of this puzzle is ladies first. That's why we've got all the first lady to whatever, whatever. I forgot to read the theme of the puzzle. Okay, 58 across. First woman to hold one of the nation's highest offices. 12 letters. Would that be Kamala Harris? There we go. Let's see. Eiffel Tower material. 4 letters. Is it made of iron? I don't know. I don't know what the Eiffel Tower is made of. Yes, it is. Okay, 63. Calf in a cowboy song. 5 letters. I want to say Doggy, but how would you spell that? Dogey? I don't know. Let's skip that one for now. Okay, 64 across. Appliance that gets fired up. You fire up, not a stove. Oven. Oven. No, not oven. Okay. 68 across. Withhold as permission. Withhold. Deny. Let's see. That's 4 letters. Deny. Yes, deny. Okay. Ooh, somebody's jumping in here. Robin. Hello, Robin. Hello, Robin. Hello, Ronald. Hermione said she's almost here. Okay, let's see. I see she's jumping into the downs while I'm finishing up the across. Let's see. Early afternoon time. 5 letters. 69 across. Early afternoon time. I don't know. 70 across. Blank Canal. Major 10th century engineering project. Isn't that the Erie Canal? Yes. Okay. 71 across. Sonic the Hedgehog's creator. I'm just gonna say Sony. I think his creator was like an actual person, but the company was Sony. Okay, it's not Sony, so they do want the name of the actual person who I do not know. Okay, choreographer played by Sam Rockwell in a FX miniseries. That would be Fosse, wouldn't it? Oh, SSE, Bob Fosse. I didn't know who played Bob Fosse in that miniseries because I didn't watch it. I knew it exists, but I didn't watch it. 73 across. Blank Frazier. 70s NBA star known as Mr. Cool. Frazier. Is it no? Is it Walt? Is it Wilt? Is it Walt? Walt. It was Walt. Oh, I did know that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. encroaching on your downs. Let me come up there. Let's see, 4 down. Cover up as a curse word. That would be bleep. Okay. 5 down. Kid on Bewitched. That is Tabitha. There we go. 7 down. Site of some class division? Question mark. 4 letters. 7 down. I have no idea on that one. 8 down. Move in a stealthy manner. 5 letters. Move in a stealthy manner. No idea. 9 down. Oh, I know what 29 across is now. 29 across is Edith Wharton. First woman to win a Pulitzer. I still haven't read any of her work. I had one of her books on a list for a while and I just never got to it. And I bet I should do that. Let's see. Now I'm jumping all over the place. 5 across. Entice, 5 letters. Would that be tease? No, not tease. Not tease. Okay. 18 across. Stick waved in a pit. 18 across. Oh, baton. Would that be a baton? Yes.
Your final answer. No more puzzle.
And 19 across. Pasta used in Italian soups. That's orzo.
No one knows what you're talking about. Puzzle's gone.
Me, lady. We were almost done.
You had plenty of time. I was so late. You should have finished it.
I was working. You asked the viewers. I was working very methodically. I was reading each clue and answering. I was working very methodically on this puzzle.
Everyone should have showed up earlier. You know we show up at 10:15. Everyone should have been there earlier. You all should have been there earlier working on it.
Almost see, even Ronald said
Ronald is yelling at me. I can hear people finishing it in the background.
Yeah, because I can see what 42 across is. It's Margaret Sanger.
But the people don't know.
There we go. Well, I typed it anyway.
Are you ready, mother?
No, I'm not.
Also, is somebody landing a plane in your front yard? What's going on? What is this noise?
Is mowing the lawn.
Are they mowing the lawn with the 747 jet?
No, they're mowing my lawn.
Your lawn?
Yes, Daddy pays people to mow our lawn.
What?
What do you mean, what?
So fancy.
So
Is he paying a person or is he paying a neighborhood child?
No, he's paying an adult man.
Oh.
He mows the lawn here and he mows the lawn over at your grandma's house.
Oh.
And I assume he mows other people's lawns too. He's got a truck that he hauls the stuff around and everything. So I assume, okay, 40 across.
Ma'am, not 40 across. Not adjust your glasses, look down through the bifocals 40 across. Let's go.
Ale. Yes, ale. Okay. We're so
Get
close.
out.
We're so close.
Let me open up my Hovercat since I haven't played. I have not done a crossword in
Stealthy
like
manner
6
would
months.
be prowl. Yes, prowl. Entice is to tempt. That's 5 across. Let's see. 10 down. Odin's Thunder's Son. Somebody already got it. Okay. What do we
The way I still remember the password Oh my gosh, it's almost done. It's almost done. Hang on.
60.
It is Dogi.
It is Dogi. And 69 across. Early afternoon time. Oh, 1 p.m.
Oh.
There we go. We're all done.
My one orange letter. All the other colors, and I got one orange letter in there.
See, I'm the winner. I did lots of answers.
Are you ready to start our stream now?
I guess I can.
Are we just doing a puzzle stream today? Are we playing Little Snacks?
I mean, you want to play Little Snacks?
No.
My hair is horrid.
Your hair looks fine. It looks better than mine. I tried to straighten my hair, burnt my scalp, it then reverted immediately, but not all the way.
Well, we can talk about all that stuff later. Let's turn that music off.
You mean switch to the stream music?
No, I mean turn it off. It's annoying.
No, we're switching to the stream music. I chose this music specifically for you. It's a nice, smooth jazz.
I'm starting to feel like I should have
Sounds like a coffee shop.
eaten that nasty Pop-Tart.
What Pop-Tart did you eat?
No, I haven't eaten it. I've got it sitting by my bedside, and I was like, should I eat this? And I was like, no, because I didn't like it.
What makes it nasty? What is it? Is it brown sugar?
Somebody on one of the videos I watched said, oh yeah, maple and brown sugar are like the best Pop-Tarts, and I'd never tried
Pop-Tart.
them.
Absolutely. They lied to
I'm
you.
like, sure. And the only ones that Walmart had were protein packed, protein enriched,
Even
maple and
worse.
brown sugar. And even Chloe said, and I tasted it, and it's like, I don't think I like this. And I mean, I ate it hot, I ate it cold, and I didn't like it. Chloe said that she's had the regular brown sugar and they taste good. That these protein ones taste like protein powder.
They need to stop putting protein in everything. We don't need that much. It's just making everything taste bad. Also, Ronald is saying this is his second day back from 5 days of jury service. What trial are you proceeding over, Ronald? Proceeding like you're the judge. I was assigned to a criminal case where the crime was related to the sex crime of, oh no, scandal, and not in the fun, cute way.
Oh no.
Scandal.
Oh no.
Ooh. Has everything resolved? Is that why you're able to be back, or are they gonna have to go back? Scandal. Robin says maple and brown sugar and Nature Valley oatmeal bars taste good. I feel like I've had that one. I'm not a brown sugar Pop-Tart girly, because like a Pop-Tart is basically dessert. And if I'm going to have a fun little dessert snack, then I want a s'mores Pop-Tart. I want a strawberry Pop-Tart. I want something like that. But the brown sugar, I like the brown sugar Nature Valley bars. Those are good. Ooh, scandal. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish reading Ronald's thing aloud. If you want to know, read the chat. But yeah, rough. That had to have been a hard like jury duty to sit through. I bet. Okay, are we ready to count in? Also, forewarning, I also have some bad news up top. So we can just like get it kind of all out of the way and then continue with the stream.
Okay.
Muffin bars? What's a muffin bar? There are two very different conversations going on in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald talking about his case that he says he's glad it's over. It was very tough and tedious and went through every explicit detail. That is, oof. Yeah,
your father was on jury duty recently for a similar case.
Ooh. I have not had to do jury duty yet, knock on wood.
Neither have I. Let's move on.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am your presenter, Dani, the Lethargic Glass. And with me is my co presenter, my partner in crime, and my wee bairn.
Artemis the fatigued as usual.
If you have never been here before, you may be wondering, what is it that we do here? Well, nothing really. We're just a little chat show. We talk about everything and nothing, but usually yarn forward because that's what people subscribe to me for. We are here to for your body doubling needs, or as Aunt Terry calls it, friend shoring, because
Friend
she
shoring.
doesn't like body doubling. She says that sounds like cloning.
Oh, it kind of does.
She
Body doubling.
calls it friend
Doppelgangering.
She calls it friend shoring.
Friend shoring. I kind of like friend shoring, actually.
But we are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance, your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are washing the dishes, while you are trying to plan tonight's dinner, while you are keeping those rugrats entertained who are out at school for summer, or if we are commiserating with you as you are repeating an oft repeated refrain of, when are they going to get to the time travel in this book? And yes, that last part is my real life, because I've started yet another book called Killing Time in Georgia that I just got from the
That
library.
sounds like a country song.
Not I got it from the
Killing time in
library.
Georgia on my way to see my woman. Sorry. Jolene. That was the tune to Jolene. Don't know why that's what I chose.
But I'm halfway through chapter 4, and
Nary a time nor a travel.
nary a time travel. I thought we were almost going to get there because she stopped in an antique store and she looked at an oil painting, and that's usually where, you touch the picture,
They Blue's Clues into the painting.
yeah, or whatever. But no, she just looked at the picture and went home.
Not just looking at the picture and go home.
When are we getting to the time travel?
Also, Ronald said in reference to your opening, while you're refilling the salt in your water softener. Ooh, and Robin says she's been listening to the Faraway Inn. Girl, when I tell you I am almost done. Do you see where my bookmark is? I am almost done. It's good. I'm not going to spoil anything for you because I didn't realize anyone was
Is that the
listening
one
to it.
with the teenagers?
This is the one with the teenagers.
Okay, so I'm not reading that one. Okay. So, people, I don't have any tiny delights this week because I'm just flat out tired.
I'm going to start with all of my bad stuff, and then I'll do my tiny delights, and we can be good news going forward.
So you want to start with bad stuff and then go to tiny delights? So we're starting with life updates.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to start with all of that.
I'm sorry that we've got bad stuff, but go ahead.
Ooh, and then I need to get back to what Robin's saying, because she's talking about the book, and I can see where she is in the book. Okay. So, bad stuff. 1, I will not be playing any games today, because I have things to do. 2, we will not be streaming next week. We have scheduled River's final appointment. Yeah, so that is going to be next week. So I will not be streaming because I have to work on Wednesday to get the days off in the way that I need for us to be able to take care of that. So that is going to be going on. Was there anything else? I wanted to make sure I got everything out of the way. Her appointment, not playing today, not playing next week. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. And then after next
Are you
week,
playing
I
on
should be
Sunday?
probably not.
Okay, that's
Probably
fine.
not. Because
So
I
what day is River's appointment?
the appointment is on Friday.
Of
And
this week?
so of next week. Of next week.
Or Friday of next week? So you're
Yeah.
working
Because Friday
ahead.
of this week is first Friday.
Oh, that's right. So you're
Yeah.
working ahead to be able to have that Friday off.
Yeah, essentially next week, because I always have Wednesdays off for this and for the market. And so, and I already had Friday of next week off. So essentially what we're going to do, we're trying to do it on Saturday, but it's not working out that way. So essentially what we're going to do is, I work Wednesday instead of having my Wednesday off, and I'm trading with somebody who was off on Thursday. And so I'm going to be off on Thursday. We're going to get her a steak and cook her a steak and take her out to go like running places and stuff and like have a good day on Thursday. And then we're taking her to the appointment on Friday. And now I'm done talking about this, otherwise I'm going to start crying.
I'm sorry, babe.
It is rough because we took her to the vet before and gave her medicine, but the medicine didn't. Essentially, we
She's
had the
still
conversation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna take care of that, and I am done talking about it. Thank you for the sorries in the chat. But for my tiny delights, we went to Fay Nectar. I think it was 2 weeks ago because we missed a week. We went to Fay Nectar, and I was face painting these two little kids, and their mom pulled her phone over and brought up a picture. She has a picture of me painting their faces like 3 years ago when they
Oh
were
my
little
goodness.
little. Yes, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, it's so cute. This is just like when you painted their faces before." And it's an old picture, and you want to know how I know? Because I had a big old afro puff. Like my actual hair when my hair was grown out. I had a big old afro puff.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So
That's
it
nice.
was yeah, just a sweet little moment of like, oh, I painted because they were I think it was exactly 3 years because the younger boy was 3 and the little girl was 6. And so now the little boy is 6 because she was saying, yeah, your sister was the age you are when you guys got it painted before. So they shifted up. So he's now 6 and she was 9.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was very
sweet.
cute.
That's sweet.
Very cute.
All right. So, do we have any other life updates, or are we moving on to Johnny Crafty Thoughts?
I don't think I have many. I just worked a birthday party this past Saturday. It was good. They paid me more than than I asked for, so that was great. Um, um,
This heat is interfering with my ability to work while you're thinking, because not only is it sapping my energy to where I feel like I can't do anything.
mhm.
Because what did I mention this? Not last week, but the week before, where I made the mistake of it rained a couple days and it was down in the 70s. So I was like, oh, I can turn the air off because it
Mhm.
was kind of cloudy and a little bit breezy. And I made the mistake of turning the air off, and it was off all night. And then I forgot to turn it back on the next morning. It got up into
Disaster.
the 90s. It was so hot that by the time I got to afternoon, they say, oh, midday is the worst part, but for me it seems like evening because the heat has built up all day, and it
Yeah.
seems like I get to 5 o'clock and it's like, oh my god. And so I could not function. My vision was blurry. I
Ooh.
could not
Oh
focus.
no.
I could not focus on my work. I went in the bedroom, watched TV with your father, and it was like I wanted to color or knit or do something, and my body was like, I can't even reach over to my bedside table and grab these things. I'm just gonna sit here and watch television. And I literally was just sitting here in front of the TV like this.
Yeah, my coworker at work has also been going through it. The one that I told you that also has MS, because because the owner of the store just sent out a notice through Slack because the AC at work can't be set any lower than 72 degrees. Otherwise, it'll keep running and running and running, and it'll freeze itself up at night, and then it'll break the whole AC. And so we cannot make it any colder than 72 degrees, even though it is sweltering outside.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm a little bummed because I sit outside. The Faraway Inn is my workbook. I read it only when I'm at work to get through it. And it gives me something to do on my break and something to look forward to. But I really enjoy, I'll heat up my like corn dogs or whatever I have for lunch and go sit outside. We have a bench on the side of the building, and I go sit outside, and I take my break every day at either 3 or 3:30 because that's just late enough that the sun has moved. So the tree that's in front of the bench, there's now shade on the bench. So I'm not sitting directly in the sun. But I sat outside yesterday, and even with the shade, I was like, this is rough. This is rough, and I'm upset because I really enjoy like sitting outside with the like fresh air and like in the sun and everything. But I might have to start reading inside, which is a bummer because I'm just gonna be like sitting amongst a bunch of dog food bags.
Yeah, and it's been 92 this week. It's supposed to be 98 for the rest of the week. I don't know what it's supposed to be today. It's already 91 now.
I don't think it's quite gotten out of the 80s up here. Let me check mine. Yeah, it's 82 right now. Well, it says 82 feels like 86. Tomorrow the high is supposed to be 90. Oh my goodness, oh no, today. Ew. It's 12 p.m. It's supposed to get 89, 1 p.m. 91, 2 p.m. 93, 3 p.m. 94. I'm gonna die.
Yes, it is supposed to be. It's
oh my God.
The high is supposed to be 98 today. It already feels like temperature is 95. I know.
This is all week.
I know.
Take it back.
I know. All week.
Ew, someone take it back. Someone turn the heat down outside.
99.
Who messed with the outside thermostat? Somebody fix it.
Touch it. Exactly. So, but yesterday, what I was getting at was yesterday I had some work to do, and it's not as cool as I would like it to be, but I'm not suffering. I went to print. I have my fan going and all this stuff. I went to print the document I need to print. As soon as it started to print, it tripped the breaker. And you know what my garage looks like. I have to go and crawl over the exercise machines to get to the breaker box. And there's not anything to hold on to really in the garage, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we don't use, like a lot of people here in the South, I don't know if it's just a cultural thing or whatever, but in my part of the South, most of the houses weren't built with garages. It was carports. So when they started building these new subdivisions, like what I live in is a newer subdivision, but we've been here 20 years. But compared to, the 50 and 75-year-old houses, this is new. We have garages. Well, these people, us and everybody else, well, my house, I grew up in a house with a garage. But most of these people, most of these people didn't come from houses with garages, so they still park their car outside like they used to do with their car park, and they use their garage
storage
for storage. So my husband does the same thing. We've got a bunch of storage in our garage, and the last time we gave that a proper clean out was when Miss Libby moved in across the street.
Yeah.
That's how we met, was we were cleaning out the garage. And that's 15 some years ago.
I think maybe more than that, but continue.
And yes, because her daughter just graduated from nursing school, so.
Yeah. Also, 15 years, I've been living here for over 10 years. I've been living up here for 10 years. So 15 years would have been, I was in 8th grade. Actually, that could be accurate-ish. Maybe. Wait, what year is it? 2016? 2026? Jeez. We're done. I'm done trying to figure out time. We'll just say we'll
Seriously.
leave it at 15. We'll
But
leave it at 15.
so the garage is we have pots, we have some shelving units where we have extra canned goods and pots and pans, but then we've got tools, we've got boxes, we've got exercise equipment because last time he cleaned it out, he said we're going to use this to exercise, and so we've got the exercise equipment out there. But then he's had to clear out from three people who have died, and he ended up bringing their
A lot
stuff
of their
back to
stuff,
our
yeah.
house. A lot of their stuff back to our house, which is in the garage. Which I'd rather have them do that than pay for storage, which we did for many years. We paid for storage on your grandma's stuff until he finally got rid of it, realized we're not going to use this stuff, and he has healed enough to be able to let
That
it
he's
go,
able to part with it, yeah.
to part with it. So we're finally not paying for that storage. But so yeah, I had to. And Give Me the Brain is hiding somewhere out there in the garage.
I'm just gonna print a new copy.
Which you can print that for free, by the way.
I saw it. I'll probably still pay the $4 because like I want to support them.
You said $4, and I said I'm pretty sure it's free, and then I got an email saying, 250% off for the country's anniversary. Translation free because it's always been free is what the email said. And so you can print the instructions.
Yeah,
off.
I think where I was looking, it was just like
I was going to text
ahead.
you that, and then I thought Maya doesn't mind paying $4, so she's not going to care about it being free or not. So
yeah, I think the thing I was looking at was like pay what you want to like
Yes.
support or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna do that because I would like to support.
But I jumped over everything, flipped the breaker, came back upstairs. That was a struggle because it was hot out in the garage. And it's not as hot as it is outside because your father put some like insulation in the garage years ago so that it could be somewhat cool in there. And came upstairs and said, okay, sat here for a little while. Everything seemed to be fine. Internet came back up because, of course, the part of the house that the breaker tripped was where our internet router and everything is. So when that trips, then the internet goes down. So
Of course.
had to wait
Otherwise,
for-
you would have just sat in the dark in your one room with the internet.
Seriously. So I waited for all that to come back up. I said, okay, let me go ahead and print this letter now. Soon as the thing fired up, it tripped it again. I had to go back downstairs. And trust me, if it wasn't for the internet, I would have
You would
just
have stayed
left.
in the dark.
I would have stayed in the dark. I would have left it because the power's on in the rest of the house. Is just in this office area. So there's no fan, and no power to my computer sitting in here, and no internet. But if it hadn't knocked the internet off, I would have taken my happy butt into the bedroom and just sat in the bedroom with that air conditioning because that was still running. But so I was like, okay, so my printer is now completely turned off so that I don't have any chance of it tripping that circuit.
Flipping the power again.
I do not feel like climbing over everything
Ugh.
to flip that breaker.
Rough. Oh, in the chat they were talking about some stuff. I'm gonna look at it on my phone because it's easier. Let's see. Going back.
Robin says she had the power go out because of the wind.
Yeah, which is awful. One of my coworkers, her AC went out, so she was having to call the people to get them in to fix it while she was at work yesterday, and I was like, ooh, because she has I think a dog and a cat at home, and so she was worried about them like overheating in the house.
Oh no.
Let's see. Oh, and Robin was talking about the book. She said my son is listening to something, and he said I'm being too loud, LOL. So I have you ladies on mute, and I'm watching silently. Nah, tell him to chill. Tell him to put on some headphones. No, I'm kidding. In the part in the book, the part where they find out where. Oh, so are you close to? Are you close to done? Where they find out where she went during the whole big. That sounds like you're close to done. You're basically close to where I am. Yeah, almost done. Okay, awesome. So yeah, you're basically close to where I am. We're about to finish the book. I have enjoyed it. It is a very good, like, cozy, because the romance, there's not too much of the romance. It's more about her, like, not necessarily a coming of age. I wouldn't really call it that, but her, like, discovering the magic in the hotel or in the inn or whatever, and also, like, discovering her self-power of, like, I can do things. I don't need no man's help. I can do things, but also that boy is cute and I like him because I do. Essentially.
Are we ready for Yarny Crafty Thoughts?
Sure.
Do we want to start showing things, or do you want to go to the... Do we want to do our group make-along progress first? Do we want to do that first?
We can. I have mixed answers about that, so I will start, actually.
Okay.
So I am working on something. I was like, oh, I'll do this for the make-along, and it'll be nice and cute and everything. The problem is, I sat down and hyper-focused on it for a while, so now I'm almost done. So I think I need to do a new thing. Because I was going to do that skirt, and then I was like, I don't feel like going to the store to get the yarn for it. So I was like, let me work on, I found a YouTube tutorial for a top, and it was simple enough that the top is simple enough that I made a mock version of it like a year or two ago. But I found the tutorial from the actual creator because I didn't realize she put out a free tutorial. So I found the tutorial from the actual creator, and I was like, let me make it the way that she says and see how it turns out, make it for myself. But I hyper-focused on it, so now I'm almost done. But I'm making... Have you seen the videos by Hopey Dope Official? Hopey Dope. She's it looks like black creator maybe, but she makes a lot of cute, like, fairy typed stuff. So maybe I'll just make a whole outfit. We'll see. But this is the top. I'm almost done.
Oh, that's cute. So
yeah,
what is this supposed to be?
It's meant to, hang on, let me back up so I can try to show you. Where do we have space? Just back up. Okay. So, picture, we've got top. You put it around. It's going to, one, it's going to stretch. Two, it's going to have lacing in the back. And then I'm going to go in underneath and scrunch and sew that down. Yeah. So do we see the vision? We see the vision? Yes. Okay. It's going to be like this. And so I'm making this longer because it needs to end like here for me to be comfortable wearing it. Because that's like the end of where my tummy is. And so I am working on this part, and then I'm going to make the lace. So you're making the lace longer. The color, the rainbow band is where it's going to be, and you're making the lace longer to cover your tummy. Yes, the rainbow band is where it's going to be, and I'm making the lace for it to cover my tummy. But because I held it up and did a lot of measuring on this to make sure. So I think this is like, I made the cup section big enough to cover my Titanias. Wow. Get me out a big screen. But I used, because remember I was making the skirt with the Red Heart Super Saver Favorite stripe, and then we realized it didn't look good. And so I took that out, and that's what I used to make the top, because I just want something with Red Heart Super Saver Favorite stripe, because I don't think I have, other than my my really long, like the long hat, I don't think I have anything with favorite stripe. So I made this, and it kind of looks like a rainbow over clouds, which I'm very happy about. It's very nice, very nice. But I knocked all of that out in about 2 days, 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to finish it, but it's not going to take that long to finish, so I need to. I think I might just, thank you, Robin. It is my favorite Red Heart Super Saver favorite stripe. But I think I might just suck it up and go to and go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby today and get the yarn for the skirt. I just need to figure out which yarn I want to use, because I don't know what yarn I want to use. We'll see. I might get a couple skeins of the, I think it's Bernat Colorama Perfect Phasing. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I have.
No. Is that me or is it you?
Is what you or me? I think that's you, considering I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, it stopped when I fiddled with my thing. I bought a, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there was like a short in my charger cord for my laptop.
Oh.
And so I bought a, replacement knockoff from Amazon. And technically it works, but it doesn't, you have the port. And normally, this is going to look vulgar, but you have the port. Normally, the little thing fits in tight, right? Okay. The one that I bought fits.
Ooh, she loosey goosey.
But it's like,
stop with the hand motions. You have to stop. You simply must stop.
It fits, but
it is but loose.
But it doesn't like lock in.
It fits like when you plug into an outlet, but it's like falling out. So it's just holding from friction of like being pressed against the thing.
Yes, the one that came with the laptop, which I already threw away because it technically still worked, but it was kind of going in and out. So I said, let me just go ahead and replace this. So I prematurely threw it away before I realized that this barely, like when I sit like here in the office, it's fine because the cord comes straight out. But when I'm sitting in my bedroom, the laptop is here, the cord is on this side, so then it has to come all the way around here to plug into the wall, and it doesn't sit in here well enough to come all the way around here. So I have to, and it's shorter. The cord is about like maybe 2 inches shorter, maybe 3 inches shorter than the other cord that came with this. So it like lifts off the floor. People have to jump over it. It's unfortunate. It makes me not
out here making a tripping hazard.
But so I think when I moved the computer just now, I think that's what the noise was. Anyway, do you have anything else to show?
That's all that I've made.
Okay, so my progress on my
Ronald says 2 inches shorter is a lot. That's a deal breaker.
But remember when I was working on the flowers and I was trying a bunch of different flowers, and I had like 3 flowers I had made so far laid across the bed, and your father came home from work and walked through, and he said he likes this one the best.
I also like that one.
So I decided to just not look for any more patterns because I was checking out different pattern books and stuff. I decided to just keep making this flower in different colors. So far, I took your suggestion. I can't remember which one of these I showed last time, but I took you, and I need to still weave in the ends on all of them. And I don't know how many I'm going to make because I don't know how many. Right now, I have enough for the women who normally come.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably.
And that's one flower per, correct?
Yes. And I probably need to make 2 more because Ari said he wanted one, and I'll probably make one for Shelly's daughter.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many other women in the group there are.
Yeah.
So I'm just making flowers at this point. Just make a basket full of flowers.
That's what I do when I'm like making chickens or making stuff to put on the table. Truly, I will just make them until the thought of making any more of them makes me want to burn all of my yarn.
The
Just
only
keep
thing
making them
that
until you really can't make them anymore.
the only thing that slows me down is me trying to figure out what color combinations I want to do, because I think I like color combinations better than just a solid flower. So I
Yeah.
took your suggestion and made this one.
I like it. I like it so much. It's so good.
Made this one. Now, if anybody in our group is an AKA, I've
Oh,
got.
you got the AKA colors?
I didn't think about that until after I looked at it and went, "Oh, these are AKA colors." I've got this one.
Cute.
Okay. I've got this one's a little more floppy because this is, I think both of these yarns, this is all unlabeled scrap yarn, but I think both of these yarns are Karen Simply Soft because they're a little more floppy. But this one,
Ooh, I like that one. See, that is the shade of blue that I think that I'm buying every time I'm at the store,
this
and
is
then I bring
actually
it
not
home and it's
blue.
that
This is like
ugly.
a bluish green.
Maybe I need to get more teal yarn then.
Yeah,
It,
this is a
in my
teal. Yeah, teal. That's what this
in
is.
my perspective, it is the perfect like ocean blue. Looking
Yeah,
in
I
the
would
camera,
call
it
it
is
an
like the
ocean blue.
perfect ocean blue. And that's the blue that I keep thinking that I'm getting at the store, and it's not.
But I'm running out of white. Because white is one of those yarns where whenever I make
Use it in
something, I end
everything.
up I end up using white as a background or an accent or something like that. So I'm running out of white. Um, my purple, and I wish I had more purple, but I don't.
Mm.
But purple is a yarn that gets used up a lot too.
That looks royal blue. That purple
So
does not
this,
look purple.
yeah, I'm looking at it in the camera, and you're right. It does look blue, but this is purple.
Is that
This
purple
is
and white or purple and
no.
blue?
This is light purple, and this is
Oh,
dark purple.
the hell you say?
This is like a light
That is
pale.
blue and blue, ma'am.
This is like a pale lavender, almost. You know that lavender that's almost gray.
Is the
That's
dress blue and black or white and gold?
okay. See now on my computer on this side, because I've got the stream pulled up over here. It's purple. On YouTube. It's purple.
I don't know what witchcraft you're doing over there.
Well, on YouTube it's purple.
Mm,
But I just looked over to the side. On YouTube it's purple.
it truly is not.
And then last one, which I hesitated to do a variegated yarn because flowers don't come in variegated yarn, but I got variegated yarn to use up. So I did this one.
Ooh, it's cute. I like it.
Yeah, I kind of like it too, even though flowers don't really. Because I was trying to be somewhat semi-realistic with the as far as the colors or whatever.
Nah,
And
just do what you
then,
want.
but I have a lot of yarn to use up, like oddball yarns. So I think I'm just gonna put together whatever colors I can.
Hmm.
So that's what I've got so far. So I'm gonna be making more flowers, and I have about 2 inches left on my. I gotta get bobby pins or safety pins. You know,
Ooh, that reminds me
I
of me some
don't.
more bobby pins.
I gotta get bobby pins. I thought I'd get bobby pins and safety pins because I don't know how many of the guys want to be cheeky and maybe pin a flower to their shirt if we're all gonna be taking a group picture.
Oh, cute.
So that's why I'm making just as many flowers as I can make.
Yeah, pinning the flowers to their shirts would be very cute.
I was trying to go with the color. I bought a tropical shirt, which I meant to show you, but I bought a tropical shirt that I like to wear over my. I don't know if you remember my blue dress that is like has the gathers across here and it's got the straps, and I usually wear it with a denim short sleeve kind of jacket.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Well, that jacket doesn't fit me on the arms anymore, so I bought a and plus I thought, even if that shirt did still fit me, I thought, well, what am I gonna do for tropical night? I'll buy a tropical shirt to go over that because I really didn't want to buy another dress. So I bought a tropical shirt to go over that blue dress that still fits me really well. So I got a nice tropical shirt, and so I'm kind of using that shirt as reference for like color combinations because
Mm-hmm.
you know I'm not good with color combinations. So
I think just throw whatever. Honestly, you're doing more color combinations than I would, because truly I would have said everything gets paired with either black or white, and that way it won't be messed up. I will do white with blue, white with purple, white with variegated, black with blue, black with purple, black with variegated.
well, there's no black on flowers.
It depends on the. Okay, actually. Continue.
There's no black on flowers. But on my red shrug thing, I have about 2, maybe 3 inches to go, and then I'll be ready to sew that up. So I won't show that till I'm actually finished with it. But that's pretty much it. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm going to get up because I have one more thing that I didn't bring in here that I wanted to show you. So I shall be right
Okay.
back. So you vamp.
I will vamp while looking up flowers that have black on them, because how do you how do you not know what flowers have the flowers are black? Um See, we have just a whole page of black flowers. Black dahlia, black tulip. So many black there are black flowers out there. I think this is the type of flower I was picturing though. That has like the color in the middle and the black on the edges. So I'll keep that up on my phone to show her when she comes back. Let me catch up on the chat. Ronald saying that the flower reads very blue on camera. It did. Love teal, turquoise, and peacock. Uh, when she was saying it's blue, no, it ain't. Or when she was saying it was purple, I mean, no, it ain't. Let's see. Ronald says, I'm at an impasse with all my granny squares. I set them out to try to figure out what to make, to try to figure out how to make a duster, and realize I have no idea how to do that. And then Ronald saying, definitely there are black flowers. So yeah, I can seam grannies together, but don't know how to make a garment shape. A duster shouldn't be too bad, especially because you're not like plus size, so you don't have to worry too much about curves. You're a skinny mini, as my mommy would say. So you may take the granny squares, figure out how many granny squares that you need to make a panel that's as wide as your back. And you could, like, if you wanted to add an extra row or whatever you wanted to, but make a panel that's as wide as your back. Like, measure your back, do the math of how many panels it'll be. Even if it's like, I would err on the side of a little bit more than a little bit less, because you don't want your duster to be super tight. So like, if it's like 2 inches away, just add the extra granny square. But make the width of your back and then measure how long you want your duster to be. Do the squares for that. And then for the front, you could do a strip of one wide granny squares, or you could do 2 wide granny squares. So you need a strip for here and a strip for here, and you'll seam it at the shoulder. So measure again the same length that you had in the back. So if you had like, I don't know how tall you are, if you had like 10 going down in the back, you'll do 10 going down in the forward, and you'll do either 1 square wide or 2 squares wide if you want it to be a little, like, I don't know how broad your shoulders are either, but do like that. And then you'll seam them at the shoulder here, and so you'll have the 2 panels like that. And then figure out how many squares down you need for your armhole. You'll seam the rest of them, the front and the back, together down here. And then you just need to figure out how many granny squares around you want your sleeve to be, or you can have it as a sleeveless duster. Sorry, I hope that made sense.
It made very much sense, and the whole time you're doing that, I'm like, how does she just? Because I couldn't do it.
Because a duster is just a panel in the back, a strip at the front for one side, a strip at the front for the other side, and it's sewed together on the side.
And it makes sense now that you say it, but I would not have. I would just be going, and I would look for a pattern.
I look for patterns just because I don't feel like doing measurements. Like, if I was like Ronald and made a bunch of granny squares and then just had a bunch of granny squares, I would probably do that. But most of my stuff, I'm making like from scratch, so like single crocheting everything or double crocheting everything. And in that case, I'm like, I don't feel like doing measurements. You tell me this is a 3X, I'm just going to crochet what you say is a 3X and hope that it's good. That is cute. I like that. Is that like a kimono style top? What is that?
No, it's just I mean, it's got buttons.
Okay.
It's just, with my big butt, it's not gonna button, but I'm
Yeah.
just wearing it
I
open.
wear all my shirts open
I'm
anyway.
just wearing it open over my shirt anyway. But the print really is what I wanted to.
Yes, it's very cute. I like it.
This is what I'm using for reference as far as colors.
I like it. It's very cute.
So, I keep having to stop myself from, because I keep being tempted to buy some of those a pack of those minis, the mini skeins,
Oh yeah.
because I feel like I don't have a lot. Whenever I get any kind of bright colors or vibrant colors, they come in and they go out, because
Yep.
I'm the type of person who I buy yarn for the project that I'm going to do. So it comes in, it goes out to whoever I'm making the project for. So most of the yarn that I have here, I have a little bit of yarn that was gifted to me, like when you bought me brand new yarn for Christmas, or when your father bought me yarn. So I have a little bit of that I'm still trying to find something to do with. But then I also have yarn. The majority of this yarn is like somebody decided they don't crochet no more,
Yep.
and oh, you're the only other person I know who crochets. Here, you can have this.
Yep.
Or more likely, my grandma passed away, and
we were cleaning out her house.
yeah, because most of the people I know don't crochet, or knit, but the only person they knew who crocheted or knit was their grandma
Yep.
or their aunt or whatever. And so then I get the leftovers of whatever they had. And most people, for some reason, are not into bright colors like I am. So
It's a lot of beiges and grays.
yeah, I get a lot of neutrals. So I don't have and there may occasionally be a yellow or an orange or something stuck in there, and that I pull that out and that gets used right up quick.
Yep.
But there's a lot of pastels and a lot of neutrals and a lot of muted tones that I don't have any use for. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do any more coloring pages, but I did end up.
So you lied.
I know, I lied. No, it was more like it was really hot and my arm was hurting. And I've learned now, if my arm is hurting, I'm not going to knit and I'm not going to crochet.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if I showed this one last time, so I'm going to show it now.
Ooh, I don't think you showed that one last time. That was like 3 weeks ago, so I don't recall.
Yeah, I still had the sticky note on it, so I figured I hadn't shown it yet.
I like it. I really like the stamp ones. I know you don't really like the stamp ones that much. I really like the stamp ones.
I like using alcohol markers on the stamp ones because with all the black and stuff around it, you don't
have to worry about the bleed.
Yeah, you don't see the bleed. Yeah, I did this one on May 27th. So I did that
May 27th?
Yeah, I did that one a while back.
I was like, that's 100 years ago.
I know. And this one's a crazy one. I did this one on June 20th. And it looks, in person, you can barely tell what it is. But on camera, you can see it better. So hopefully you'll be able to see it.
I'm locked in.
This is one of those where I had to take a picture of it with my phone.
And then like hold it back.
Because it's from both these are from this book, by the way. And this
Everybody
one,
in the chat, sound off if you know what it is.
The 100 animal, what?
I'm saying everybody in the chat, as soon as you show it, as soon as she shows it, sound off if you know what it is.
I did this with acrylic markers.
Oh, I know immediately. Oh, it's so good! I like that one a lot. It's so good. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait for people in the chat. But I see it. It's
really
so good.
It looks really good in camera,
Yes.
but in person, I can't. It's hard to tell what it is, but it looks really good in camera.
I think you just need to put it further away. Like, just put it on a wall, like back up. Because I like it. It looks so good.
So we got any guesses in chat?
Not yet. The Robin saying, "Ooh, I love that." I think
I
put
don't
that on the
normally
fridge.
I don't normally do animals, but I might do another one of these. I skipped the 100 animal pictures ones in the. This is from the book. What's it called? 100 Animal Quest is what it's called. And I normally skip these pictures. I don't normally do the animals, but I this
like it.
one
It turned
turned
out
out this one turned out really nice. So I think there's two more. From
Yeah,
that
Robin got
book.
it. It's a lion.
There's two more from that book in this one, so I might do.
Yeah, I would do some more from that one. I
do,
really like that.
They do take a little while, but
I can imagine because you had 75 different colors in there.
yeah. But I think the acrylics work. They feel weird, but they, when I run my hand across it, it feels
Kind of gritty almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels gritty, but it looks good. So I technically it's on hold, but again, if my wrist starts to hurt,
Yeah.
then I may end up coloring. And then I did a bad thing.
Ooh, Robin agrees that you should try at least one more from that book.
And I think there might be some of these in the Best of 2023 book as well.
That you can go back and do.
Yeah. And I think, because this is Best of 2024, I think I probably need to put Best of 2025 on my Christmas list. Because this is...
You do them year round. It lasts the whole year.
I go to it over and over. The only ones I didn't finish in the Best of 2023, I think, are the Christmas ones.
Mm-hmm. Because you only do those during the holiday season.
Yeah, I tend to be a... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, this one has a 100 quest, but I don't know if it's an animal one. This 2023 has the 100 quest. I don't know if it's an animal one. And I'm flipping through this right quick, and I've got a fantasy girl I haven't done in here.
Ooh.
I've got a couple birds I haven't done. A couple country life pictures I haven't finished. So I've got like maybe
A handful.
4 or 5. But for the most part, I did most of this book. Yeah, I've got like one more Christmas left and a couple stamps left, or one more stamp left. So yeah, I've got less than 10 left in here to do.
Yeah. Which honestly, pretty good.
Yeah, because when I watch coloring book videos, most of the people don't finish the pictures, and they're like I bought this book, I did 5 pictures, and I bought more books. But anyway, I did a bad thing.
What you do?
I spent money.
Okay, not inherently bad. What'd you buy?
Well, first of all, I bought a small thing, which I'm going to have to get somebody to help me with. Although these look way too tiny.
What is it?
Let me see if I can... I bought... Ooh, can I get them out?
Can you?
I bought...
Press on nails. Those are teeny tiny.
I know.
Those are teeny tiny. Those look like kid size.
I bought nails. The other ones are a little bit bigger, I think.
Show them to me. I've been thinking about. I heard about a new.
I still have those red ones that I bought that I never put on because I just feel nervous about messing them up.
Then do those ones first, and then do the red ones.
These were from Temu for $1.
Yeah, like I said, I was about to say, press on nails are so cheap. don't worry about messing them up.
Well, my not really necessarily messing them up. My fear is that because I'm not going to put them on just to wear around here, so of
You want to
course
put them on
I'm
for the
gonna,
cruise
I'm
or
gonna,
for
so then I'm gonna be on the cruise and I'm not put them on right, and then one of them's gonna pop off, and then I'm gonna be walking around with four red nails and a finger that has nothing
Nah,
on it.
that's your first mistake. If you are at a like an event or a location and you pop one, if one pops off, pop, 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 pop. You're popping the rest of them off. That's what I do. If one nail pops off, ka 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 ka, all of them gone.
But yeah, I think maybe I'll try these first. So I bought that, and then as if I don't have enough hobbies,
Cross stitch. Ooh, is that the picture of the one that you have, the jam jar?
yes.
That's so cute.
And they didn't have these. At least they didn't have them at Michael's and stores that I went to when I first did cross stitch 30 some years ago. When your father and I first got together.
Ronald says he used to do cross stitch.
We both learned how to do cross stitch together. But now, and when they said stamped, when you would get stamped, it would just be the only stamped ones were on like linen fabric, and they were just regular X's. They were not this.
Ooh, ooh, ah!
Oh, I've
What
got
is-
the jam jar upside down. Sorry.
But it's a lot. What?
It's
What are
every
all of those?
color. It's every color stamped on there that I have to put X's over, and then this supposedly washes out.
Oh,
So like you do your project and then you kind of sit it down in some warm water and the inky part and washes off.
is that paper or is that fabric?
No, this is Aida fabric.
Okay, it looks like paper, which is why I was so confused.
Oh no, this is Aida fabric. This is the fabric that you cross stitch on.
That's so small.
This is standard 14 count, which is what I used to do when I used to do I almost went with the 11 count, but I have a feeling I wouldn't like the 11 count because I want there to be detail.
Yeah.
And when you do like the 9 count or the 11 count, it looks very
More like pixel art.
it looks very amateurish. So I went with the 14 count because that's standard. I didn't go for they make even smaller. This kit they make even smaller, like a 24 count or something. And I was like, I'm not. The only reason I got this was because it was $5. I was buying something else and I needed to round out my order, so I added this. Because it was $5 and I've been wanting to cross stitch. I've had cross stitch on my mind for several months, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I can still do cross stitch. Just like when I went roller skating years ago, I thought I could still roller skate, but MS is a bitch and decided that all it's going to do is put me on the floor.
Being an adult is a bitch, actually, because remember I got my roller skates in like 2020 or 2021, and I used to be able to skate pretty well as a kid, and then I got on roller skates as a grown-up adult, and I'm like, actually, I don't know how to stand.
And I was
Ronald-
not really a good skater, but I could stay up and I could skate well enough to enjoy. I mean, I couldn't do tricks or anything, but I could get around the roller rink
Yeah.
and skate enough to enjoy it. And then when we went to do it that one time, I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. And it was shortly after my MS diagnosis. And your father was following behind me the whole time going, she's gonna fall, she's gonna fall, she's gonna fall, she's gonna fall, and wanting me to get off get out off the rink. And I was like, I want to skate.
Yeah.
And so I have not skated since.
Ronald is saying, he said he used to do cross stitch, and then you were showing the picture. He said it's giving a diamond painting, which is based off of cross stitch. He says. Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and Ronald's
diamond painting, I would spill those diamonds all over the floor.
That's what I'm worried about. That's why I haven't opened my diamond painting pack yet, because I'm like, I'm gonna lose every single one. Every single one is gonna be
I
scattered
didn't realize
across my
you
house
bought
forever.
a diamond painting.
I didn't. Wayne bought one for me. It's a little strip like this, and it's half the face of a pug. And I want to do it. It's so cute. I showed it on stream once, but that was like months ago because I still haven't opened it because I'm scared I'm gonna lose all the diamonds. Ronald is saying, I think, ... I'm going to do a 6-day supernova blanket using the Karen anniversary cakes. Ooh, and Robin says, that sounds beautiful. It does. That sounds good.
Cool. Supernova, is that one of those patterns from Betty McNitt? I know all of hers are called 6-day something or other.
Yeah.
I still want to finish my 6-day blanket. It is calling to me. It is in that basket at the edge of my bed. But I told myself I was going to finish these first. And quite honestly, 98 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm not laying that 6-day blanket over my lap.
Ronald says it is from Betty McNitt.
That needs to be a return from vacation. Because typically once we come back from vacation, it's cold and rainy when we get off the plane.
Yep.
So that would be perfect time to get back into that project.
Robin says, I've had 2 diamond painting kits that my friends got me a couple years back. I'm afraid to use it too. Because I'm just scared the diamonds are going to topple everywhere and I'll never find them all.
Well, also, I promised your father years ago that I wasn't going to get into any messy hobbies.
Yeah, diamond painting definitely falls under that, I feel.
Yeah, I kind of broke that promise a little bit because I got into coloring. And because I told him I wasn't going to buy anything that was going to spoil or make a mess or dry out, because I used to be into all the fabric painting and stuff, and then we had all those paints that got dried out. So, and technically markers can dry out,
but you also have like color pencils and stuff. You're fine. Oh, hang on. Robin is saying, do it. Ronald says there's a kit at Five Below. It'll help you organize your diamonds and all your stuff. You just need to, quote, kit up, as they say in the diamond painting community. And it was $5. I need to go take a look at it.
Oh my goodness. I need to try going to a Five Below period because I've never been to one.
Well, you can also, I think, order stuff from Five Below, like on their website, so you can just like look at stuff. Robin says, what day do you leave again? I can't remember. It is the second week of September. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always September.
But it's not always the second week, because I think last week was the first week.
We usually tend to leave around Labor Day or whatever holiday is in September. Okay. Do you want to look at the Bitty Stripe Bears?
Bitty Stripe Bears? What's that?
The Bitty Stripe Bears?
Is it in the Google Keep?
You'd have to go to the blog if you want me to do it, but my computer might shut down.
Your computer is gonna explode and shut down the entire internet. Where do I need to go?
Just go in Google and search for Repeat Crafter Me.
Okay. Repeat Crafter Me. Okay. I'm on their website. Okay,
and you'll have to scroll down a little bit to find the bears, but it's a fairly recent post. She's got a.
Oh my god! Great. I'm gonna look crazy for a minute.
She's got a partnership with Yarnspirations.
Scrolling. Ah!
Did you find them?
Yes, they're so cute. Let me pull it up. Oh, but they look like so much sewing.
I know. I just wanted to show them to you, though.
They're so cute.
in in my I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's part of being an old person. I am starting to have cravings for things that I used to do, like cross stitch, like reading physical magazines, and one of the
Mm-hmm.
things I used to do is that I used to have an RSS reader and I used to follow blogs because I don't feel like doing like Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff anymore. So I've decided to see if I can follow blogs again because there are people who still do blogs. So see if I can
Yeah.
follow blogs again. And so hers was one of the first ones I started following in my new RSS reader that I put on my iPad.
One skein makes two bears? I don't want to sew, but they look so
They
cute.
do look cute.
Oh, I might have to make at least two. Let's see.
The other
They are
thing
so cute,
in
though.
yarn news is there is a link in Google Keep for Yarn Inspiration sent me an email for their rom-com pattern inspiration. There was one pattern I
Well, we
wanted to
gotta
do.
look at it.
Their
Okay, let
rom-com
me get
pattern
in there. Let me
collection.
get in there.
It's called something Love is in the Air or something like that.
So, this is love. Open link.
What you know about that?
That
Ronald.
song is truly everywhere. Love at First Stitch.
Love at First Stitch, yes.
Is Ronald saying scandalous things in the chat again?
No, he just said take a shot every time Yarn Inspiration sent me an email.
Truly, just do a watch party of all of our live streams as a drinking game. Uh, okay. So let's take a look at it.
The
Oh,
skirt's
wrong tab.
cute.
Wrong tab,
I
wrong
mean, it's
tab.
not gonna fit my butt, but it's cute.
Oh, it is pretty. I mean, you could probably make it bigger, duh.
Yeah,
It's just a wrap skirt. You're just making a big old rectangle. Don't like the beanie.
that's the hat right
Oh
there.
my.
That hat right there. I
Oh
wanted you to
my
see it.
goodness. Oh my gosh. I
I
can't tell
look
if I love it or
bad
hate
in
it.
hats, but that's the kind of hat I would want to be able to wear. But I look bad in hats because my hair just does not hang a nice way to look good in a hat like that.
Yeah, that would be if I wore a hat like that, I would be wearing a wig under it.
Yes, I'd have to wear a wig under that too.
I can't tell if I love it or hate it.
I don't like
'Cause
that color, even though I normally like gray. I don't
Yeah,
like
maybe
that
it's the
color.
color. Maybe it's the color. Maybe if it's in like an earthy green or something, I might like it a bit better or something. I don't, because I have been known to like a lot of really ugly stuff. I know that I like ugly stuff, and I don't like this. I think
No, I think
I
I
don't.
like it. It's almost got a vintage look to it.
Yes, it is vintage, but it's like not quite there. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like it's just missing something or something's a little off, and I hate the back.
Yeah, there's no interest in the back whatsoever.
Yeah. Maybe if it had a brim or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. Let's back up and look at the rest of it. Okay. Beret. Cute. Swoop the whoop
bag
bag.
is very 70s.
Yeah. So many things like this are coming up with the like bows and stuff because the
Uh,
like there's the like coquette movement or whatever.
yeah.
I
That
see.
looks. I'm sorry. That looks like a homeless lady.
I would like that with literally any other outfit. I think like don't pair it with your ugly puffer jacket. Come
Yeah,
on.
that too.
A plain
Maybe it's the
beanie.
puffer jacket that's making it look
I think
less
so.
than wonderful.
I don't. Yeah, not the puffer jacket. Pair it with truly something else.
But yeah, I just wanted you to see that hat.
That hat. That hat. Honestly, you're right. That is the showstopper of that
Yeah.
entire thing. Ah.
Ronald said, I think Ronald said the hat is ugly. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
Robin said she crocheted Spider-Man and started on Coraline, but didn't get very far because her hubby wanted her to make a turkey.
Ooh, turkey.
So she put a picture of the turkey in Discord.
Ooh, let me go take a
It's
look
not
at
the
it.
time of year for turkey.
Oh, and Robin says she likes it. She likes the hat. So we're torn. Me and Ronald hate it. You and Robin love it. Let me go look in the Discord for
I
the
don't know.
turkey is so cute.
It feels like though, like the hat on this side, you got this interest. It feels like on the other side, it should have like maybe a flip up brim or
Yes, that's what I was saying. It needs a
some
brim or
little.
something, so it's not just a beanie with a flower on it.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at how cute
Oh,
it is.
cute,
It's so cute,
cute,
Robin. It's so cute.
cute.
I need to get some more safety eyes. Oh, did we look at Ronald's puzzle before? I don't think we did,
I don't
because
think.
I don't remember seeing this
I think I looked at it myself. I don't think you
in
showed it on
Discord.
stream. Yeah, I looked at it in
Yeah,
Discord. I don't think you showed it on stream, but that's a cool
it's
puzzle.
yes.
That
I
puzzle
love it.
makes me that puzzle makes me miss doing puzzles. And I have a puzzle that your one of your I think Chloe bought me the puzzle and the roll up thing, so
A
that
roll up mat.
yeah, the roll up mat so that the puzzle's in progress you can just kind of do that. Um but I put all that kind of stuff on my list because I was really hoping that somebody was going to get me that comfy chair so that I could sit downstairs. But nobody got me the comfy chair.
Are
So
you
I,
are you
so I
throwing hints that we need to get you a comfy chair for Christmas?
no, you don't need to get me a comfy chair because you ain't got no money.
I ain't got no money. We're trying to save up to move to a new house. I ain't got no money.
And Isaac doesn't need to get me a comfy chair. He bought me an Apple Watch.
Okay, one, Ronald's saying that they're static. It could be from my. Let me not sit my phone next to the microphone. That could have something to do with it. Two, I think there's something scandalous going on in the chat. Robin is saying, I like the front of the hat, but I think the back looks like. Robin says, I think the back looks like a saggy Peter on the side of her head. Hilarious. And then Ronald says, Saggy Peter. That was my nickname in college.
Stop it.
Ah, scandalous.
Stop it.
Scandal. Ooh, okay, it stopped again. I think it's because I had sat my phone right under my microphone. I think that might have something to do with it. So there's crazy interference or something. I'm gonna not sit my phone up there.
My
Um,
one other yarny thought thing before we move on to
mhm.
media consumption is that one of the things I hear a lot when I watch videos or like new people who are getting into crochet or knitting, and they often comment about how knitting or crochet is a stress reliever for them. It's like, oh, I know why y'all do it now. It's such a stress reliever. And I really think about that whenever somebody says that. And I don't feel like it's a stress reliever for me. I feel like it's more of a fidget spinner
Yes, I agree with this
because
100%.
I don't like sitting somewhere and just having conversation and not having something to do with my hands. It just feels odd to me.
Yeah, I crochet while we play D&D all the time because there's a lot of like talk and role play when you're not actually like you don't have to roll the dice, you don't have to do anything else. And so I crochet while we're playing D&D all the time because there's so much dead time if I'm not. It depends on the D&D group because in one of the groups I'm the note taker, so I'm typing truly
Yeah.
always. But in the other one, I'm not the note taker. Or if we play in person, so I don't have my laptop with me and I'm not taking notes, then I'll crochet because it gives me something to do during the role play time when we're not doing anything. Or when
But
I'm
yeah,
not doing
this
anything.
is even prior to um, what people call, second screen where you're watching TV and you're on your computer doing something at the same time. I do that often. When I'm watching TV, I catch up on all my tables on Board Game Arena while I'm watching TV if I've got tables. But lately, it seems like all my tables are available during the day and then nobody's on at night, so all my tables are done. So, but yeah, even without crochet, I would um, like in meetings at work. I was the person who would be sketching on a notepad, even though I'm
Mm-hmm.
not an artist, but I would be sketching on a notepad, or even if it was just like drawing the few things I know how to draw, like Christmas trees and tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
would
to be doing something.
just, yeah, because I'm listening to them talking, and it's like if I don't do something, I cannot stay awake.
Yeah.
So, and it's not the meeting is not worth taking notes. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, you know, drawing spirals or tornadoes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just always something to keep me busy while I'm sitting there talking. Because just sitting there talking is normally not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, like right now, I'm not doing anything simply because this isn't just sitting there talking. I need to face the camera. I need to look like I'm paying attention to y'all.
Oh, my bad. Meanwhile, I'm over here.
Whatever. But there are times when we're doing the stream where I feel like I need to have my project in my hand. Why did I not bring it in here?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Robin is saying, my hubby came in brokenhearted. Aw, we've lost 3 chickens to raccoons in the last 3 days. No, the
Oh no.
chickens.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. She also
Bobby can draw a
says,
toilet and roses.
I'm bad at doing roses. I can do roses with face paint because it's a different technique.
Mm-hmm.
But with just drawing like line art roses, I am not good at that.
Mm-hmm.
They always look like lettuce.
Interesting. So are we ready? So I just thought I'd point that out because a lot of times I hear that's not the only one, but a lot of times I hear things on videos and it's always like I must be the one outlier because you're not talking about me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I fully agree with you. Crochet is not like if I wanted to just relax, I would read my book, I would watch some YouTube videos, I would sit and watch a movie, I would take a nice like long bubble bath with candles or something. Even then, I figured out how to set up my laptop in the bathroom in a good way so I can watch a movie while I'm taking my bubble bath.
Mm-hmm.
Peak. Um,
Yeah,
but
I used to do that when I could sit down in the tub and be able to get back out of it. Now it's not safe for me to do that. So,
our tub is frustrating though because it's like just short enough and just small enough that it's like a little hard for me to get out. Like I'm hoping that when we move, we can find somewhere that's got like a nice tub. I just want a
yeah.
big nice tub.
Yeah.
Or I'll buy one
Yeah.
of those inflatable hot tubs to put out on the porch. Anyway, I was gonna say something else and then I lost it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm just reiterating that I agree with you that crochet is a fidget that I need to do something with my hands and also I get something out of it.
Yeah, it's not like Zen meditative blah blah blah. It keeps my hands busy while I'm having a conversation, but also B, as we've discovered before, if I'm going to do something, I want it to be something somewhat practical, something that I am going to use.
hmm
That's another reason why I don't do diamond painting. I can admire other people doing it and looking at the pictures and stuff, but it's not something I want to hang in my house. It's not my style.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put in all that work to not want to hang it in my house. And that's ultimately why I stopped doing cross stitch years ago because a lot of the pictures that were available back then were not pictures that I wanted to hang in my house.
hmm
Remember, this was like late 80s, early 90s. A lot of, pale blue country geese and stuff like that. I was
Pale blue
not.
country geese.
I was not. There's a lot more patterns now that are of interest to me, and even so, I had to skim through a lot of. Now, to be fair, I was sticking to Timu because I was trying to just spend $5,
Yeah.
but there were a lot of kitty cats and raccoons. And I don't want all that.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to find something that I wanted to hang in my house. But same thing with knitting and crochet. I don't tend to do amigurumi because I have no. If you guys were still little and I was doing this, then maybe I might make amigurumi to give you guys stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no use, so I want to make stuff that like blankets that can be used,
Mm-hmm.
or baby clothes or things like that that can be used. When I was gardening, I wanted to do vegetables. I don't grow flowers because flowers just look pretty. Which sounds crazy because like when I play video games, when I play video games and board games, my top thing is, does it look
You
nice?
want it to be pretty.
I want it to be pretty. I want to enjoy the game, but I also want it to be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But in everything else, I'm more practical. But Robin says that crochet helps her relax by keeping her mind occupied. But but on that same, since this is in that same thought, I thought I'd throw the shower thought in there right quick, which is another thing that I hear people say a lot that does not apply to me, where they talk about men and women and how wives carry all the mental labor. That is not me.
I feel like it depends on the situation. Because I have definitely, like, there have been a handful of times where, a little more than a handful of times, where, like, Wayne will ask me for the date of an event, because he comes to a lot of my events with me. And so he'll ask me for the date of an event, and so I'll text him the date of the event. And then he, like, because he needed it to, like, tell a friend about the event or something like that. And then later on, he needs to ask off work for the event. So he's like, what's the date of that event again? And I'm like, it's in the chat. And he just does it, like he knows that I have it in my head or that I can pull it up easier. And so he wants me to just regurgitate the date again as opposed to just scrolling back, which is a little frustrating to me. But I also will do the same thing of, like, if I know that someone knows the answer off the top of their head of something, instead of me looking it up, I'm just gonna ask you. Which I remember I used to do that to you, and you would tell me, like, I need to look it up. And anytime a grown up would tell me that, anytime anybody tells me that, it is so irritating because I'm not gonna gain any extra information by looking it up. You have the information. Give me the information. Why do I need to go through extra effort of looking it up? I'm not going to get anything extra.
But what the extra you're getting is that we want to make sure you know how to look it up.
Okay, I'll look up something else.
Because I'm sure you've seen on, well, maybe not because you don't hang out in online spaces these days because it's too distracting. But there's a lot on TikTok and stuff about younger people, like in their 20s and younger, who don't know how to look up a word in the dictionary, who don't know how to look up something in an encyclopedia to find out information or whatever. They don't know how to look anything up.
Maybe I'm irritated because I went through, like, the whole focus of when I was in the IB program at school, in middle school and high school, was comprehensive learning, critical thinking, and all of that. So it was, like, drilled into my head how to do these things. So I know how to do these things. To my teacher, you taught me how to do these things. To my parents, you put me in school to know how to do these things. So stop making me do it and just give me the answer. Like, I know how to do it. I don't need to do it right now. That's like we have a bomb. It's counting down. It's got 30 seconds left, and we need to do a math problem. You want me to do a math problem for the bomb? No. I can do a math problem later. Let's defuse the bomb, please.
You're so silly. But like a lot of the I've heard more than one video of, like, the wife who schedules all the appointments, knows when the kids need to go to the doctor, knows when their band concert is, makes the plans the dinner, does the housework, all those things. I was never that wife. I was never that mother because I have always been the kind of person, if I don't need to do this now, I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to stress. Like your father would stand there at the ironing board stressed about, oh, I need to hurry up and get somewhere and I need to iron these clothes and blah blah blah. If you need to hurry up and get there, just put the pants on and go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I can't remember the last time I ironed something.
I don't own an iron.
I know we own one because your father irons his shirt sometimes for work, but a lot of times he does more of the spray. You can do the spray and
Yeah. Like
thing,
wrinkle release or whatever.
wrinkle release and take it out of the dryer right quick and stuff like that. I think he does more of that than ironing these days. But I don't schedule things. I don't plan menus. I don't, I'm the one who asks him 15 times, when is the cruise again?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you now what date the cruise is. I'd have to look it up because I don't know it off the top of my head. I know it's September because we always go in September.
Oh, hang on. There's someone behind.
I hear you. I don't carry the mental load of things because I don't want to be bothered with the mental load of things. Doggy.
He just dropped off a dog and disappeared.
But I just don't want to be. I don't want to be bothered with it. Yeah. It's like I've always thought a lot of the things that people are fussed about and put stress on themselves to do, especially housewives, are things that you could just say, we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to make Christmas cookies and drop them off to everybody in the neighborhood. You don't have to do that.
I feel like I don't know, I kind of understand both sides of it. I definitely understand you don't have to do that. You could be doing something else. But I also understand the people who because you and I have other things. We crochet, we knit, we color, we play video games, we do all the puzzles, all this stuff, all of these other things. Whereas in my head, the housewives that are focused on, I have to bake 400 cookies for my daughter's bake sale and all this blah blah blah, that's their whole thing. That's their whole. But
then, if that's your whole thing, then why are you complaining that your husband doesn't help you with stuff?
True.
Because you could just let go. I mean, now I understand the husbands who don't, because then there are the husbands who don't help take care of their kids at all.
Yeah.
Who never come home and cook dinner. Who never blah 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 blah. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know how to express it well. I didn't make, me, I did not make big dinners for us. Y'all lived on hot dogs, chicken nuggets, ramen, because Hamburger Helper. Because I didn't want to cook either. I didn't even want to cook for me. So yeah. I threw together, as I was fond of saying to people, I made sure that you guys did not starve, go naked, or burn the house down. So I made sure I didn't neglect you. You were fed, you were clothed, there's a roof over your head. I spent time with you from time to time. Watch TV with you or did things with
on
you
occasion.
On occasion. As you got older, I spent more time with you because, I don't like babies.
Kids suck. They don't know anything.
So as you got older, you were more fun to hang out with, and so I hung out with you. But so I did those, but I didn't do a lot of extra things. We didn't have you guys in extracurriculars. I didn't do a lot of housework. I did enough housework that we didn't have bugs. I did enough housework that CPS would not be called on us.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do as much housework as other people did because I didn't want to do it either. So I'm not going to fuss that he didn't help me with it because I didn't do it either. So I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of chores that people put on themselves as I've got the mental load of having to do everything. Well, then don't do it. Let that one go. If he's not
Mhm.
going to pick it up, if you feel like you have to tell him to do it and you don't want to tell him to do it, then that's a thing you can let go. Do the things you can do.
Well, I think it's also because I've been seeing a little bit about the mental load stuff on YouTube, and I think it's it's some of that, but also some of it is like important stuff of like he won't remember what time to take the kids to soccer. He won't remember that we needed to take so and so to the dentist. Like important things that need to
Mm-hmm.
be done that you can't just let go, and he's not assisting in those things. I think is what I have seen on the mental load
Yeah.
thing of like these are the like you kept us fed, clothed, and not burned down, and he is not even assisting in the fed, clothed, and not burned down. What? Ooh, another dog.
Although I think, although I think to be fair, he's waving.
Yeah, I know. Love you.
I think to be fair, your father is also the kind of person who, I mean, I don't know how to say it. Because I mean, I've seen husbands who are really like house husbands.
Mm-hmm.
And your father wasn't that, but he was not embarrassed to, if something needed to be done, he would come in and do it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. He would make it because I don't like talking on the phone with people, and he would make
Mm-hmm.
appointments if I didn't make appointments. He would remember because he did all the driving, so he would remember to take people places. If they had, if I told him once there's a dentist appointment, he would remember. You know, we didn't have you guys in a bunch of activities because neither one of us were going to take you to the activities. So I think part of me not being the mental load person is that we just did not set up our life that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does his own laundry. I do my own laundry, and y'all do
Mm-hmm.
your own laundry.
I don't do my laundry. He does my laundry.
But I'm saying when you lived here,
Yes.
I mean, it just, I don't have, so I feel, when, I guess what I'm saying is that when I feel, just like with the crochet thing, when I see these videos and they talk like every woman knows what it's like because men don't ever take over the mental load or whatever, I don't know what you're talking about
Mm-hmm.
because that's not my life.
Yeah.
That's not my life. And I'm not bragging that my husband is some superior mythical being who does all the things. We just
Our
didn't
lives are just set up different.
we just didn't set up our life where we have a bunch of stuff in it that I have to take the mental load for.
Yeah.
Okay. We have about 15 minutes. Do we want to speed run down through this, what we've been watching and what have you?
Yes. Before you get to your stuff, I only have a couple things.
Okay.
One of them is that I'm almost done with The Faraway Inn. I've been enjoying it. I think everyone should read it. It's nice. It's just a really good, cozy, like there is, I feel like there would, I know that you didn't want to read it because there's teens. But I feel like there's enough magic that it's like, oh, I want to keep reading to see how more magic like manifests itself. Because you can
Uh-huh.
see truly, and Robin can probably agree with me, you can see from the beginning where it's going. The main character shows up, there's the cranky great aunt who doesn't want her there, and you can tell from the moment that the great aunt shows up, she's gonna like her in the end, everything's gonna be okay. Like it's one of those that like you can project it from a mile away, but seeing like how the magic manifests, seeing the different creatures, seeing the different worlds and all the stuff like that, and like just seeing it unfold in the way that you expect is very cute, and I enjoy it. Very cozy. I also acquired another book. I'm not gonna go grab it. I'm just gonna bring it up here because I remember what it's called. But at Fey Nectar, There were a few people that were selling like new fantasy books, and there was one person who was beside me who was selling some used fantasy books. And I did a trade for one that I didn't think that I was going to acquire, because it wasn't enough, the book was interesting. I had heard of it, but I wasn't going to like actively buy it. But then I saw it at Faye Nectar, and she was willing to do a trade, and I was like, okay, absolutely, I'll get this book. So let me pull.
So you traded a book for a book, or you traded a book for something else?
I traded a book for some crochet stuff. Remember I crocheted the phone cords? I traded her a book for one of the phone cords.
Oh, cool.
Because I don't have the button. There we go. Do this, do that maybe, do this. It's Wings of Starlight. Have you heard of Wings of Starlight?
I have never heard of it.
Wings of Starlight is of course it's tiny. I hate new Google images. I wish it would just bring it up big like they used to. Anyway, this one right here, on the first one on the left, is the cover that's on the book that I have. But it is it's a book set in the Peter Pan universe, in the technically in the Disney Peter Pan universe, but it's in the universe of Pixie Hollow. So all of the Tinkerbell movies that came out, where like she has all of her little girlfriends or whatever, and they're all different fairies. It's in that universe, but it's I believe it's before the events of maybe the second movie happened. I need to go double check. But it's somewhere in there, but essentially I think it's way before, because the fairy queen of Pixie Hollow and the like king leader guy of the winter fairies have a romance. They have a romance, and we find out because they meet up in one of the movies. They like see each other, and they share a look that you're like, something happened there, but they never show it because it's a kids movie and they're focused on Tinkerbell and her long lost wing sister or whatever. I don't know. I watched that movie. It's not super important.
I have never heard of this movie, so I'm just going on vibes.
They're all animated fairy movies that you're not going to want to watch.
Okay.
But I love children's movies, so I did. But the male fairy, he lost his wings. And he rides on a squirrel, I think, or he rides on a hawk, he rides on a bird or something. He rides on some sort of animal because he can't fly anymore. He lost his wings. But I think it's insinuating that there's some sort of romance, and he like sacrificed his wings to save her or something. I have to read it, so I'm very excited. I think that I'm torn between, because I have that one. After I finish Faraway Inn, I have Wings of Starlight. I still have That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, because I read like the first few pages of it and was like, this is cute and funny, but actually I just want to finish Faraway Inn. But I read the first few pages of that, and I'm very excited to read that. And then also I have Bookends and Brigands or something. It's the other book that's in the Legends and Lattes universe. And so I have that one sitting on my shelf as well. So I don't know which one I'm going to read first.
Yeah, I put Legends and Lattes back on hold because
it was good. It's a really good cozy one.
Well, but remember, I had put it on hold, and I don't know what possessed me. I don't know if I accidentally put an audiobook on hold.
Oh, I forgot you had the audiobook.
Or if I thought that I was going to listen to an audiobook, and then by the time it came in, I was like, what? Because I have to be in a very particular mood. I'm not against audiobooks, but I have to be in a very particular mood to listen to audiobooks, because I just really, for the most part, am not into them.
Yeah.
Because the way I read these days, I do a lot of skimming of what I find boring description to get to the...
I have noticed something about myself. I think I maybe did it when I was younger, and that's why I leaned more towards audiobooks, because it like stops me from being able to do this. But if I'll read a book, and I'll be reading the page, and I'm trying to think of a good example of like, if some conflict hits the page, I will involuntarily, almost, my eyes will flick over to the other page like, are they okay? Like, skip to the other page like, are they good? Are they good?
No, I tend to skim, and I know the book talk girlies hate this. That's why I hardly ever say this out loud. But I try to give it a fair shot. But with most authors, I don't really care about these long descriptions of the trees and the grass and the flowers. Okay, or even long descriptions of what the room looks like. Descriptions of what the dress looks like, I will lose that. So even if I read it, I don't. Oh Lord!
I love you.
Ugh, ugh, ugh.
Not the blech.
But I skim over long descriptions of things in books. And if a book is, a lot of times if a book is told in, what is it? I like first person
Yeah.
much better these days. And if a book, I always get the perspectives mixed up. I think it's third person.
First person would be them saying, yes, I went up and kissed him. Third person would be them saying, and then she went up and kissed him.
Yes. Third person, I'm not crazy about. And if there's a lot of third person and not a lot of, it's in third person and there's not a lot of dialogue. And I mean, like, I can live without much dialogue if the book is in first person.
Yeah.
But if it's in third person.
Because in first person, they'll be doing their internal dialogue.
Yeah. But if it's in third person and there's not much dialogue and you're just telling me he went over here and then he went over there and then she thought about this and then she thought about that, it's just not.
Ronald says second person, you went up and kissed him. So I went up and kissed him, she went up and kissed him, you went up and kissed him, second person. Let's see. Robin is saying, let me know when you start your next book and see how it is, and then I might get it. Are we starting a book club right now, Robin?
Oh,
Are we starting a secret mini book club right now? Yeah, I'll let you know which one I start. And then Robin also says, yes, I like Stephen King and Anne Rice, but Dean Koontz and Patricia Cornwell are better because they don't over-describe.
So, yeah, and I mean, and there are some exceptions where the author grabs me with their style to begin with, and I don't skim, and I will read all the way through. But a lot of times they're really heavy on the description of the room, the description of the dress. I'm skimming. And if there's more than 2 sex scenes in a book, unless you are really good at writing sex scenes, I'm skimming the sex scenes.
Ooh.
I'll read the first one to see how good you are at skimming at writing the sex scenes. And if they're spicy and they're good, then I'll read the next sex scene when it comes up. But even then, I mean, you have to be exceptional for me to read like 4 and 5 sex scenes in a book.
She said, you better come correct with your smut.
You know, I need 2 and then give me some story. Okay? I don't need a whole bunch.
In the chat, Ronald is saying, Robin is saying, shh, secret book club. Ronald is saying, I have to drive to Omaha in a few weeks and we'll need a book on tape to listen to. Ooh, we can, I think we have a Book Rex channel in the Discord. We can throw some books in there and you can pull an audiobook. Are you looking for cozy or are you looking for scandalous? Robin says, ooh, what book do you think
Ronald
you want?
says he doesn't read for pleasure anymore. What was that Marvelous Light nonsense that he was reading?
I don't know.
Were you reading that for a book reward? That's
for
pleasure.
His husband is assigning him book reports to read.
Were you reading that to get some pointers or something? What?
Not pointers, get out.
Well, he can't get any pointers from the second book because that was a sapphic romance.
Get out. They're trying something very, very different, actually. Ronald says, girl, those are audiobooks. I needed to listen while driving to rehearsal. Oh, okay. I did learn about the Hawthorne Berry.
You don't think audio is reading? Are we having this discussion? You don't think audio is reading?
I think he's more saying that he just needed something to put on while he was driving to rehearsal. He was already listening to that, so he kept listening to it, is what it sounds like to me. Ronald, correct me if I'm wrong. But we can definitely suggest some stuff. I mean, I would suggest The Faraway Inn. It's just cute and cozy. What else have I read?
See, I would have to go back through what I read to give any
Yeah.
suggestions because nothing comes to mind right at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I would also suggest Legends and Lattes because I did listen to the audiobook of that and I enjoyed it so much. It also is very cozy. Like, it's books on tape. He said, yes, I no longer enjoy the physical act of reading, but books on tape are fine. Okay. So he's saying that he doesn't enjoy physically reading books for pleasure anymore, but he will listen to books for pleasure, I think is what's
Okay.
going on there.
Okay. No, she did not say lesbians and lattes.
Lesbians and Lattes. Legends and Lattes. That's the one that I read like a year ago at this point about there's an orc woman who's traveling with an adventuring party and then she comes into a lot of money and she, while she was out on her travels, tasted coffee for the first time because in this fantasy universe it's not like widespread. And so she, because they like completed this big adventure, she takes her money, buys a bunch of coffee, goes to this small town in the middle of nowhere and starts a coffee shop. And it's very cute. People have never had coffee before, so she's got to convince them to try it. And then, like, people want to start, like, she starts making friends and people want to start working there. And, like, it's a little hard because people see her and she's a big orc and she's, like, she's not, like, necessarily very gruff, but she is kind of, like, terse. And so not, like, not a very, like, people person, like, people forward. But it's very sweet. I love it. And also there's a little bit of lesbian romance. Just a little
So it is lesbians and lattes.
It is lesbians and lattes. It is lesbians and lattes.
Lord have mercy. Okay, do we want me to speed run through what I've been watching lately?
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, I finished watching Teach You a Lesson, which you may
The
have
one that
seen.
you've been bombarding us about.
Yes, there's a bit of controversy I found online because it is based on a webtoon, and the webtoon I didn't read thoroughly, but the webtoon has gotten into a little bit of trouble because one of the current scenarios, not in the Netflix series that I'm watching, but
in the
comes
webtoon.
but in the webtoon, there was something that they decided that was a little bit racist. They said.
Ooh.
I have not seen it because I don't know. Again, kind of like what we said the other week. Somebody said Dungeon Crawler Carl had some racist stuff in it, but I've also come across a lot of black people who love that series.
Everybody's reading it right now.
So maybe that woman was just being a little sensitive. Because she said it was racist against black people. But a lot of black people read this book, so I don't know. So it could be that was the issue with that webtoon because I didn't read any further. But also, because somebody was like saying, don't, boycott Teach You a Lesson because on Netflix because of what was in the webtoon, and this was on Reddit, and somebody else on Reddit was like, just because the people who wrote the webtoon made a misstep, the people who are adapting it for this show can just like skip right over that, and then they'll, whatever. But anyway, Teach You a Lesson is about it's set in Korea, and in this alternate universe Korea, kids are lawless in school because they've gotten rid of corporal punishment. So kids basically 15 and under can do whatever they want to, and all they get is a little slap on the wrist. Shoplifting, joyriding, whatever, they get a little slap on the wrist. And so this minister of education sets up this new he finally gets it put through this new organization that goes around to the different schools and by any means necessary puts things to rights. And when I say these are bad kids, these are bad kids. They are torturing classmates until they unalive themselves. They are accusing teachers of sexual assault. These are bad kids.
These are the kind of kids you would have seen on Scare Straight.
Yes, these are bad kids. And so it's kind of the thing like what people say about romance. People who read dark romance say, no, in real life, if my sister was dating a serial killer, I would take her far, far away. But in a book, it's sexy. I don't agree with that, but I understand their logic of what you find attractive in a romance is not what you would do in real
Yeah.
life. And same thing with this TV show. I do not condone going into the high school and giving these children a smackdown in real life, but
This is
on
fake
this
world. This is fake
show,
fantasy world.
on this show, these are some bad children, and they needed a smackdown. And it was very cathartic to see the bad children get the smackdown. So I imagine a lot of teachers who have, recalcitrant students that they can't do anything with watch this show and are like,
we're gonna run it back. Say that word one more time, please.
recalcitrant?
Recalcitrant?
RECALCITRANT. Now watch you looking up and
Recalcitrant
I
describes
used it.
someone. No, no, no. Recalcitrant describes someone who is stubbornly disobedient, defiant of authority, or highly uncooperative. I agree. Recalcitrant. I just had not heard it before,
Okay,
and
so
so I
I
wanted
did
to make
use it
sure I
right.
got it.
See, I worry when I use a big word and it's like, do I remember how to use that word? Am I using it wrong? We're in the age of Google where people can look it up and then tell me that I used it
And
wrong.
looked it up live in front of your face too. I looked it up right here. I was like, I have never heard this word before. How do I use it?
So teach me a lesson. And then also we finished watching Outlast the Jungle. It was very satisfying. It's only 8 episodes. It's on Netflix. It's the show where people win $1 million, but you can't win it by yourself. You
Yeah.
have to be in a team, at least 2 people. The first 2 seasons were in cold weather climates in winter. This was in Panama during the summer. It's hot. It was very good. I don't want to give it away just in case somebody watches it, but it was very satisfying because sometimes you watch these shows
And it always feels
and
like the wrong person wins.
yes, the person who has been behaving badly the whole time wins, and it's very unsatisfying. But the people who won this time, it was very satisfying.
Robin
The
says
fa-
she's seen that and she likes the jungle one a lot.
my husband and I agreed. We very much agreed on that one. Okay, the rest of these fall. Well, not this one. Well, yeah, the rest of these fall under what I was saying at the beginning of the live stream of when are they going to get to the point? Okay, Boyfriend on Demand, and I'm not finished any of these yet. Boyfriend on Demand. This is on Netflix. It's because I'm trying to get out of my YouTube rut.
Yeah.
This is on Netflix. South Korean show. Webtoon producer. All her friends are in relationships and she's not, and she's kind of blah. And she doesn't really like romance. She wants to produce the horror webtoons, but she keeps getting stuck with this woman who writes the romance webtoons. She doesn't like romance. But she's stuck with this woman. And because she's working with this woman, one of her characters has been put in this virtual dating service. And so because she's
I'm playing Yarn Chicken and I'm scared.
because she's you'll make it, because she's working with this webtoon author who writes romance, they want her to test the virtual romance thing. So now she's dating all these virtual guys.
So are they testing like they made like an AI boyfriend and she's testing the like AI system? Is that
Yeah, except it's not just like type into Chat GPT and Chat GPT is talking back to you. No, this is put the VR headset on and lay down in the bed because you're going to be going to restaurants and you're going to be and like the food tastes like food and you can feel the water on your face and
Okay.
it's all very VR realistic.
Okay.
And they've got her sucked in. But supposedly, there's like 10 episodes of this. I'm already on like episode 5 or 6. Supposedly, you can see that the guy that it's supposed to be kind of an enemies to lovers thing because the guy that she's competing with in the office, you can see that's who she's supposed to end up with. But y'all are taking a long time to get to this point because they're not even really talking to each other.
Ooh.
So y'all need to hurry up. But I keep dipping in and out of that one because I'll watch an episode of it and go, I am tired of y'all. Y'all are taking too long. And I stop watching it. And then it's like, I guess I'll go back and watch another episode.
Like, maybe they'll figure it out in this one.
Next one is Jin. This is a Japanese, this is also Netflix. This is Japanese time travel. Where
I'm gonna need you to watch something on Hulu so I can watch it. Netflix cut me off. Anyway, continue. Japanese time travel?
It's a Japanese time travel where this doctor, his fiance had a brain tumor and he's a brain surgeon. He is like, I'm going to operate on her. But it's very hard and all the doctors are like, back out, don't do it. He's like, no, I can get these veins that are wrapped around the tumor. I can do it. He does it. He got the tumor out, but now she's catatonic. So she's just sitting there on life support. They don't know if she's going to wake up. But somehow, after treating this other patient, he gets thrown back into the Edo period of Japan. Edo period of Japan. And luckily he gets thrown back with his doctor bag because people I hate it when they get thrown back in the past and they don't have any of their modern stuff.
Truly, if I got thrown back with my purse, I think I would be locked in. I think I'd be pretty good. I have a solar powered battery pack. I have my phone. I have a sketchbook and pencils. I'd be pretty locked in.
It's ridiculous, but that's one of the reasons I want a solar pack for my phone. Because if time travel is real and I get thrown back somewhere, I want to be able to show them, hey, I'm from the future, see?
Yeah. I'm actually a witch, and if you don't listen to me, you're gonna die. That's the path I'm gonna go.
That one I'm dipping in and out of because it has this soap opera pacing.
Yeah.
Where they play this really stirring la 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 la. The music is very not haunting, but very melodramatic music.
Yeah.
And as he's saved, like he needs to save this person's life, but they spend at least 3 minutes of him looking at her going, should I save her life? Is this going to change history? Is this going to change what the future is going to look like? Maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Meanwhile, she's laying in bed giving him the eyes and going,
that's that Japanese pacing. Because the amount of times in anime where it'll be someone looking at somebody and you hear them talking in their head, and then you get another camera angle of the person that they're looking at and you still hear them talking in their head, and then you get an angle of them from the distance and you see the two of them looking at each other but you're hearing them talking in their head, and then you see an angle from above and you hear them talking in their head. That's that Japanese pacing.
Yes, it's very slow pacing and it feels very soap opera.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I can't take more than one episode at a time of this. I can't binge this either. Whereas, Teach You a Lesson, I binged all of that. I did like 8 episodes in one day and woke up the next morning going, when can I turn the TV back on to get those last 2 episodes? That grabbed me and had me. Next one is The Great Doctor. This one I think is Korean as well. It's
Uh-huh.
also on Netflix. It's too. This one is too much fighting for me. This one is a female doctor who's a plastic surgeon. They take forever to get to the time travel. There's this whole political thing in the beginning that I don't understand, but basically somebody's trying to kill the princess so the princess and the prince don't get to where they're supposed to be going. And it's an inside job, let me put it that way. The whole time I'm yelling at the TV going, "Stop trusting her."
Ooh.
But so they send the captain of the like security detail. There's this like thing in the woods that is like this swirling whirlpool that the prince's advisor had said this is a gateway to heaven. And if you go to the heavens and bring back a divine doctor, because apparently some doctor 300 years ago went through there because he didn't want to work for the emperor at the time. And so if you go through there and bring back a divine doctor to save the princess, because somebody slashed the princess in the neck in the first 5 minutes.
Girl.
And the doctor that they have can't do anything about it. And so the captain goes through there, ends up at this plastic surgeon convention and grabs this plastic surgeon lady who's trying to get money for her clinic. She's not looking for a man or nothing. She's just trying to raise money for her clinic. So she can open her own clinic. And so he drags her back, and she's got like 5-inch heels on, and dressed to the
Scandalous.
nines. And the whole time she's trying to get away, but she saves the princess. But there's not enough of her. Like the part where she's in it and she's saving the princess's life is good, but there's a whole lot of fighting. Because these other alternate factions are trying to stop them from getting to where they need to go. They're on the road trying to get to another town, and they're trying to stop them to get. So there's a lot of fighting, a lot of attacking, and it's like, get back to the time travel part.
See, that's how I felt about Game of Thrones. Because so much of Game of Thrones was, well, you can't talk to him or he'll do this. Oh, well, if we do this, it'll be all out war. Another person. Oh, if we blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, there's a lady with dragons. Why are we looking at these other people? Where are the dragons? Where's the magic?
Exactly. I want to see her saving people's lives. Like, that's what kept me watching Jen for another couple episodes, because at least he got there during the time of cholera and he knows what to do, but he's like, well, if I tell them how to save these people from cholera, then I might change
alter the fabric of history.
And blah 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 blah. And so he pisses people off because eventually he tells them what to do. He's like, well, then why'd you lie and say you didn't know what to do about cholera? Because you lied to us in the beginning and said, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to treat that. And then when the little boy that he's friends with comes down with it, he's like, okay, we got to do this and this and this. Well, then why'd you lie?
Save your boy.
Why'd you lie? But there's not enough of the doctoring in Great Doctor. So I don't know if I'm going back to that because there's too much fighting.
There's a chat that I'm going to read in a second, but also, all of these doctor shows make me feel like you're just trying to recreate Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. You just need a doctor show. But Robin
Dr. Quinn was not time travel, though. She really
wasn't, you're right.
She really lived back in that era. That was not time travel.
Robin says, "Oh, I never got to see all the seasons of Game of Thrones. I wonder what the prequel is like." That's why it's fresh on my mind, because my husband watched the first episode of the second season or of the new season or whatever. I think he was watching it last night. It was either last night or this morning that he was watching. I was like, "You watching Game of Thrones?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "You watching House of Dragons?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "With Matt Smith?" Yes, Matt Smith is a blonde villain in that show.
I've seen the clips.
It's so crazy.
I've seen the clips.
So crazy. Also, Ronald is saying, talking about the show you're talking about, the little boy he's friends with. Who is this, Michael Jackson? Scandal. He saved the little boy's mother, and so the little boy keeps hanging around
saying, I'm going to pay you in beans every day for the rest of my life.
Not
Because
beans.
that's the only money I've got. I grow beans, so I'm gonna pay. So he keeps putting beans on his door.
That boy ain't never gonna be out of fiber.
So, um, but last one is Rooftop Prince, and I've watched about seven or there's 20 episodes of this. I've watched either 7 or 8 episodes of this. I do not know. This is another one. The whole time I'm watching it, going, why am I watching this?
Mm-hmm.
It's also Netflix, but the whole time I'm watching it, it's like, why am I watching this? Partly because the people are evil. Evil. Not as evil as teach you a lesson, but like this is early in the first like the first 10 minutes of the first episode, so you know, if you want to think it's a spoiler, whatever. But the there's a mother with a teenage daughter and then a father with like a 9-year-old, and
Mm-hmm.
they meet, they decide they're going to get married. The
Okay.
9-year-old is like, ooh, I get a big sister. The teenager is miss me with that shit. And
Okay.
she keeps getting stuck, you know, taking care of the little girl and all this other stuff. She didn't watch the little girl. Little girl got burnt on her face trying to cook her own noodles because the sister wouldn't help. And she's like, this is not my sister. We are not a family, blah, 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 blah. She puts the 9-year-old in the back of a pickup truck and says, sit here while I go into the store to get us some milk. The little girl waits and waits and waits. The little girl falls asleep in the back of the pickup truck. The sister comes out, sees that she's fallen asleep, puts the milk beside her, and then just leaves her there because she hears the guy starting up the truck. The truck pulls off, and it's one of those trucks that has kind of like a curtain. So the sister wakes up and goes, and it's like,
Where am I?
Say nah, where are you? Say nah, say nah. And she looks, and Say nah looks at her, and she's like, I'm here, Say nah, come get me before the truck pulls off. Say nah looks at her, turns around, and keeps walking like she don't know her.
Say nah. You know your parents are gonna be mad at you.
And then the truck gets into an accident on because the truck goes into a whole other town, gets into an accident. The 9-year-old gets hit on the head, doesn't remember her father's name or her address,
Oh
so
my
she ends up getting
gosh.
adopted and moving to the U.S. So her father never sees her.
That's
And
awful.
Say Nah never tells anybody. But of
Say
course,
nah's the villain.
the girl ends up coming back, and Say Nah does even more villainous stuff. But this is a time travel where um, some of the people in the present seem to be the reincarnations of people in the past,
Okay.
because this one guy who his cousin kills him, the prince from the past ends up time traveling to the future, but he looks exactly like the guy who got killed. But of course the cousin doesn't tell anybody that he killed the guy.
Obviously, because he's
So
not
they're
gonna want to get in
just
trouble.
wondering, he's missing. Where is he? We can't find him. Grandma is heartbroken because she can't find, because he's supposed to be taking over the company. Grandma runs the company. He's supposed to be taking over the company. They can't find him. So when the prince time travels and shows up and they catch a glimpse of him, they think he's the guy
That he's
who-
back.
that he's back, and he's like, I am not this boy. I don't know I'm not this guy. But also the assistant to Say Nah, who is the assistant to the grandma who runs the company, she is also the reincarnation of the princess from the past who got killed.
Too many lines. There are too many pieces of red string here.
But I keep watching it because Say Nah is like, when are they gonna catch you? You are evil.
Please.
And then
Somebody catch
and
Say
then-
Nah.
and Tai Mu, who killed his cousin Tai Young, is like, when are they gonna catch you? Because not only did he kill his cousin, but then when the prince, who's the reincarnation, the doppelganger, he almost killed him too.
But for why? What is his reason?
He looks like the cousin.
No, but why'd he kill the cousin in the first place?
I don't want to give that away because somebody might watch it.
I'm out of here. We gotta shut the show down. I gotta go to market.
But I might go back and watch more of that now that I've been talking about it because it's just.
I feel like I need to watch it. I feel like I need to pay for a Netflix subscription to see if they catch Say Nah.
That also has goofiness to it because the prince time travels with 3 of his boys, his entourage.
So of course they're all out.
They're all goofy.
Stuff.
Yeah, they're all goofy, doing stuff. And so I don't know why I'm watching it. I don't know why.
It sounds like a lot. It sounds it sounds like when we watched Gloria and the daughter got into a car accident and then we find out who did the car accident.
Yep.
Because she lost her memory or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot more twists and turns in this. So this one moves more quickly than the other ones, and I think that's why I'm still watching it. Because the other time travel ones are not moving quickly enough for me. But I may move on from time travel to ghosts. Because there's a couple ghost ones that look interesting.
Are any of them on Hulu?
No. Maybe I'll check out, see what's on Hulu so I can give you some recommendations. Maybe
see what's on Hulu or Amazon Prime.
So I can
Those are the 2 I got. Or let's go check out some more Tubi. Tubi's got some weird stuff. Let's check out Tubi. All right, we are out of here. Robin is saying goodbye in the chat. For everyone, like, comment, everybody who's in the chat right now. Once the video is down, go back, like it, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be here live with us. Join me and Robin's secret book club.
Yes, and you find these, by the way, under the live tab, because if you just look under our videos, it's not going to be there. It's under the live tab.
Yes, and share with your friends who you think would want to listen to us talk about Say Nah and how she needs to go to jail.
There's so much more than Say Nah did.
Why? Also, her name is really fun to say. Say Nah is a very fun name to say. Yeah. Anyway, like, comment, notification bell in the chat. After this, go to the live video, and after underneath in the comments, you put which book you think I should read next. We've got Wings of Starlight, the Tinkerbell romance book. I don't even know if Tinkerbell has a romance in that. I hope not. I hope it's just the Fairy Queen and the other man. Yes, I hope it's just them. I love Tinkerbell. I just don't. I want it to be something else. Either Wings of Starlight, which is a Tinkerbell book. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, which is scandal smut. I have 2 other books, but neither of them are at the top of my list right now, so I'm not even going to pull them up. Or the Breadsticks and Brigands, I think it is. I keep wanting to say Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and it's definitely not that. I think it's Breadsticks and Brigands. The Legends and the Lesbians and Lattes universe. Name which of those 3 books you think I should read next, and I'll go back and see the chat and pick one. I think we're out of here.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.